goodbye face. And then I grab some brown puffy paint and drizzle it all over the top of the crocodile, and then I put rainbow sprinkles all over it. The squishy wobbles a lot. I go for 1 minute and come back to Tim singing about his dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm a dinosaur. You're painting a dinosaur. What are you gonna turn into something mysterious?
Wave to subscribers! Yeah! Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Michelle Surge. And before we even start, do I do a light brown and then that dark brown?
I don't know.
That was helpful.
I mean, we're on.
Tim and I have a little squishy dinosaur each, and I thought I would never use these because I didn't know what I would make. But then we randomly came up with something, and you can find out what we both do. I thought that my first squishy I make would be my social media one, but that's taking a while, and Tim and I came up with this idea, and we decided to use these dinosaur squishies and make something together. This is Tim's first squishy. Even though this was the first squishy we finished, I posted my first squishy I started last week. Make sure you check that out. Okay, let's go. Let's see if you guys can guess before it's done.
I feel like when I do the first bit I need to do, it's going to give it away pretty quickly.
You never know, but I think mine's going to be easier. I hope it looks good though. Tim gets some foam and I say you should sketch it out first so then you know what you're cutting. Tim has already disappeared and I've already started painting. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm painting my little squishy light brown. These squishies are so cute and small. It looks kind of golden. Goodbye face. I'm painting it all light brown. I probably should have made Charmander because he looks like the same shape. But after the social media squishy and that Instagram logo last week that I made, I want to make something I don't have to replicate. I just want to be creative and I love this idea anyway. And I've already painted one layer and Tim hasn't even started yet. I slide him over to let the paint dry and he falls over.
Oh no!
It's okay, I put him back up and I keep sliding him over. And Tim's back and he has an idea on what to do, but it's trying to figure out how to do it. And I'm trying to help him with the sizing. Tell us in the comments if you know what we are making yet. And I'm just patting my dinosaur with the paintbrush while I wait for Tim. And Tim is back with some paper. Now Tim has some foam. And you can see I'm fixing up some of my social media squishy that I posted last week while I wait for Tim to start. Or not. Okay, he's back. And he's trying to figure out what to do while I put some spots on my squishy. Tim's cutting the foam in half to have two sides. And mine kind of looks like a mini giraffe. It looks like a giraffe down there, doesn't it?
Kind of.
What do I do?
I don't know.
You're so helpful, Tim. And Tim's trying to figure out what to do, and I'm still putting spots on my squishy.
This is tough bananas.
I'm cutting paper to make a template for dragon wings.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
Can you tell what I'm making yet? I'm putting brown spots on my lighter brown dinosaur.
Now I'm lining up the paper with the foam to make an accurate cut.
I'm turning the baking paper around like it's a turntable so I can get to the other side of my squishy. Oh no, my paint stopped it. I'll just move that. And it stopped me again. I guess I'm stopping here then. I'm back to putting more brown spots on my dinosaur. Do you know what the brown spots are? Tim's getting ready to cut the shape out of the foam. I'm worried because I didn't do another coat of paint. So I shine the light on it and you can see where it needs more paint. And Tim's cutting the foam. What do you think he's cutting out?
Keep going.
How?
I don't know. Just keep believing in yourself. I'm trying to carve it into shape, it's really hard.
I'm just looking at it, trying to figure out how to fix it without having to restart.
I don't know, but I think I'm going to have to glue this template on. Work around it.
Now I'm going around the brown spots to try and do another coat without messing up the spots. I probably should have just restarted, but I didn't. Tim's slowly cutting the foam.
You have to cut it slowly or you'll end up taking off more than you should.
I don't know what I did, but apparently something went wrong.
You right?
Oh no.
They save all heart attacks related though, thank you.
Aren't I helpful?
Carve these bits out. The little curves.
I go to see where Harper is,
Where is she?
I don't know.
and then she's just
Oh,
watching
hi.
us.
You're having fun there staring at us. Look, I'm making this shape. It's taking a lot of foam, but you know.
I'll make you a tail out. I saw some extra foam and I saw that it looked like a tail, so I'm cutting it into one with little spikes for Tim.
What are you doing?
And Tim disappeared again. He's good at doing that. I'm just gonna keep cutting this tail out for Tim, and it's got cute little spikes on the end. I'm seeing how the tail will look on the squishy.
Working out the size is pretty tricky.
I'm seeing if it's long enough, but I'm not so sure.
Me either, but it does look good.
It's too short, but it's so cute. It has cute little spikes. And Tim's still trying to cut out that foam. The tail wasn't long enough, so I'm cutting a bigger one. I have more foam. Hopefully this one will be big enough, and I have to cut the spikes out again. Let's see if this is big enough. It looks pretty big. It's only going on a small squishy. How much tail do you want?
That's a lot of tail.
It's not small anymore.
So much tail.
Tim has one part of the foam out, and he's cutting it more. And I keep testing the tail so I don't make it too small. I think the tail length is pretty good now. Yeah, I like the tail.
Yeah, cut around like that's fine. Well, that makes sense.
Now I have to figure out how to do those spikes again. I'm cutting the spikes out and Tim's drawing a template to cut out the shape he needs. And Tim's finished drawing the outline. And Tim's cutting it out now. Do you know what he's cutting out? We're both cutting the foam to get the shapes that we need. Let's see if this is a good size now. And I finished the tail for Tim. I'll just leave this tail here.
Oh, the time it took you to do all of that, I have made 2 wings.
Did you guess they were wings?
One good there, one good there.
They look good. Now you have to paint them.
Now I'm just lining up the wings to make sure they're exactly the same size, because if they're not, the dragon's not going to look symmetrical.
Now do I paint this little guy and then attach the wings? Okay, he's going to be orange. Well, yeah, but he should be a more vibrant colour. So we're going with orange. Okay, dragon that lies down and looks orange.
Now Tim's looking at all my paint and trying to figure out which orange to use. There's a lot of different shades of colours. Tim has a bunch of paintbrushes.
I'll just drop them here, it's fine.
He goes to use the paint and then he looks at it. Nope, not yet.
I noticed that the paint isn't coming out because I haven't taken the foil seal off yet. These are brand new paint tubes, so I've got to remove the seal. And it looks like we're ready to go.
Yay, he's starting after I've already finished mine. And he's painting the squishy orange.
I got to get the paint in all of the spots.
The squishy wobbles a lot. Tim's going to paint his squishy while I go wash my hands.
Every time I paint him, he dances around like an excited puppy, but he's going to turn into something cool soon.
And Tim's singing a cute song.
I'm painting a dinosaur. Yeah, I'm painting a dinosaur. We're painting a dinosaur. What are you gonna turn into? Something mysterious.
We keep singing this song. It's weirdly catchy.
I pick up the paintbrush and then I drop it. Hey, come back here.
And Tim's still painting. I go for 1 minute and come back to Tim singing about his dinosaur.
Dinosaur. You can have orange wings as well, right? Wings gotta match the body.
Yeah, matching would be good unless you want to paint the body orange and the wings green. Now that the body is painted orange, he's painting the wings orange too. And he turns it over and gets that side orange too. Then he puts it down and picks up the next wing and he's looking at it. Don't paint it green, Tim. And now he's painting the second wing. I don't think it wants to get painted. It's jumping everywhere. And Tim keeps painting.
I'm trying to layer on this paint nice and thick. So I can layer on the next layer nice and thick.
Yes, you don't want to make my mistake. Learn from mistakes. Doesn't have to be your own mistakes. Just learn from others. That's what I'm hoping my videos do for all of you. Learn and see what I do and you can try it too. And then Tim picks up the wing and uses more orange paint. And Tim's painting away from the baking paper so it will land on the table instead. Oh, Tim. You are so messy. Don't get on the table.
That's what baking paper's for.
Yes, it would be good if you were over it.
Orange.
It's so messy.
I'm a messy person. I do mess. I think too much about cleaning up. I got bored.
And then he goes to clean up the mess.
Tomorrow, when that's completely dry, new layer.
I got bored waiting for Tim, so I'm cutting foam and it looks like an elephant.
Hey, remove some legs.
That's going to be too small again.
Oh, then, back in. Let it dry and then
Tim comes back in and bang. I'm guessing that was the cup with the paintbrushes in it, just like in my last video. We really need to use something else. Then he bangs the table and the camera. It's a new day and now I'm using my light to try and fix where there isn't any paint. And Tim is painting another layer of orange. And now I'm putting more brown spots around my dinosaur. Have you guessed what the brown spots represent yet? They are actually chocolate chips. Maybe that will be a clue for what I'm making. Can you guess what it is now? And Tim's using another paintbrush to hold the squishy and the other paintbrush to paint it. And Tim's taking so long to finish his one squishy, so I have decided to make another 2 squishies. They are 2 little crocodiles. I'm painting them now light brown just like the other squishy, but these aren't going to have choc chips.
I'm just peeling the wings off of the baking paper. I used baking paper so that the paint wouldn't accidentally stick it to the table.
Tim has finished another coat of orange paint and is now letting it dry. And I'm letting my 2 new crocodile squishies dry as well. And I'm checking to make sure there is no gaps. And it's a new day. I'm finishing my dinosaur with fixing up some of the painted chocolate chips. And Tim's doing another coat of paint. I'm learning from my mistake earlier of only doing 1 coat of paint, so I'm doing another coat on my 2 little crocodiles. Since Tim is still working on his first squishy, I'm going to make my 4th squishy. I'm going to do something different with this one. I'm going to be very me and make it rainbow. I'm starting with the red paint and letting it set. And I'm finishing off my choc chip dino, which I actually call it something later. Can you guess what it's going to be called? I'm finishing it off with a face. Tim's doing another layer of paint. I don't think I'm going to have any orange paint left after this. And I'm doing one last layer of paint on my crocodiles. And I'm letting that dry. And then I'm painting the orange on the octopus. And now it's a new day and I'm painting the yellow on the octopus now. Then I let that set. Now I have puffy paint out. I'm going to do something extra creative with my crocodile squishies. Do you know what I'm going to do with these crocodiles? But before I use the puffy paint, I'm getting out some soft clay sprinkles that I made. And then I grab some brown puffy paint and drizzle it all over the top of the crocodile. And then I put rainbow sprinkles all over it. And then I get the same sprinkles out for the next one and drizzle pink puffy paint all over it. And then add the rainbow sprinkles to it. They are sprinkle twins. You can see the drizzle dripping down their face. Tim loves the idea. I think it's cute. My little dessert crocs. What do you think of them so far? I still have to put a face on them though. And there's my cute little choc chippersaur. Now I need to finish my rainbow octopus. I'm painting the green. Then I put the octopus down and I go to get more paint. Oh boy, that's a lot of green paint. I keep painting while Tim's talking about how much Montmartre art supplies I have.
You, Michelle, Serge, wholly endorse Montmartre paints and paintbrushes and kits. And storage solutions, actually.
Yes, I have a lot of Montmartre art supplies. I love them all.
The thing you put your canvases on when you do oil painting, I'm pretty sure that's Montmartre, isn't it?
Yep, I seem to buy a lot of Montmartre art supplies. And now for the blue. And my blue paint is just leaking out because the bottle is so big and full. This is the last day to finish our squishies. Will Tim finish his one? Tim has finished all of his coats of paint and is now looking at all my glues to see which one he should use. And I'm trying to finish off painting my rainbow octopus. And then Tim knocks into my chair and I nearly ruined the whole rainbow.
Don't mention it.
I have to be careful not to get it on any of the other colours. Tim's looking at his wings and seeing where to glue the wings and the tail. And I'm painting the final colour purple on my octopus. Tim's finally going to finish. He has the glue and he's trying to use it, but it's not coming out. It's empty. Now he's getting another glue. He picked the only one that was empty. I just need to put some eyes on everyone and then I'm done. And Tim has another glue. Will this one work?
Here we go.
I'm putting some little eyes on my rainbow octopus. That glue is taking a while to come out and he's not in the camera. Yay, it worked! And he's gluing it. Now Tim has to hold it in place so it dries. My rainbow octopus looks so cute with a face. He's still holding it. He's going to be there for a while. And I'm finishing mine off with the little eyes. Tim's seeing if he can let go without it falling off. But nope, it's not dry yet. And I'm putting some eyes on my pink crocodile. It looks so cute. And Tim's putting more glue on. It looks like he needs more hands. Maybe my octopus could help him. And now he's using scissors to try and hold it all together. And I'm making little smiles on my little crocodiles. It's even more cute now. And he's getting ready to do the next wing. And he puts glue on it. Well, he's trying to. It won't come out again. There we go. There's some glue. And now he has 2 wings on. And the scissors is holding it up in place. Now for some more glue. Hey, it came out this time. Tim's placing the tail on that I made for him. Oh no, the eye smudged on one of my squishies. And Tim is so helpful, he said, so fix it. Wow, great advice, Tim.
We're gonna have little sticks. Yeah, to hold the wings up while it sticks.
And I'm finishing off the cute smiles. And Tim is waiting for the glue to dry. Did you guess Tim was making a dragon? Tim's purple dinosaur turned into an orange dragon with wings and a tail. Tim loves my cute little desertodiles. It's dessert and crocodile. And I'm just finishing off their face and now they're finished.
I like them.
Do I do a smile on that one?
Ooh, maybe. Where would you put it though? Because I think if you put it in the way, like down there, it's gonna be too. It's gonna look too much like a nose. I think you're better off just leaving it.
So I finished mine.
And I need to wait for mine to dry. I made my dragon.
And I have my 4 different animal squishies turned into desserts. I'm going to be adding something extra to some of them. I started with my little dinosaur, and because of my nickname Choc Chip Cookie, I wanted to make a Choc Chip Dino. It's called Choc Chiposaur. Then I waited for Tim to do so many coats of paint, and I was looking at the crocodiles, so I decided to make 2 crocodiles with icing dripping down the crocodiles with sprinkles on it. And I didn't know if I should do chocolate or strawberry, so I did both. Because there is 2 of them and they are going to go with another 2 squishies later on to make it even more of a dessert. And then Tim still wasn't finished, so then I decided I wanted to make something rainbow. So I painted the octopus rainbow, and I have something later on to make it a dessert that I can't wait to show you. So these little dessert animals will be coming back later on to become even better. And there's Tim's cute little dragon, and I cut that tail freehand out of nowhere. No clue how I did that. And Tim painted a cute little face on him. What do you think of all the squishies? Which is your favourite? Tell us in the comments. And what would you have made with these cute little animal squishies? There's the first squishy I made, my Choc Chiposaur. Then my pink strawberry sprinkled desertodile, and the chocolate sprinkled desertodile. And my rainbow octopus. And there's my 4 all together. They're all so cute. Which is your favourite one? And there they are all together with Tim's dragon. What's your dragon's name, Tim?
Dylan the dragon.
Which is your favourite one, Tim?
Of course, Dylan the dragon, but the desertodile just looks amazing with the dripping and the sprinkles. Which is your favourite, Michelle?
I like my Choc Chiposaur because that was the first one I came up with, and it's about my nickname. But I like the desertodiles, and I can't wait to make the extra squishies that go with them later on. And of course the rainbow one. It's not me if I don't do something rainbow. And yours is so cool, Tim. You got a squishy and added foam to it to make it even bigger and cooler. So what I'm saying is that I love them all. Hey guys, so these are my 4 little squishies that I made. This was the first one I made, and it's my Choc Chiposaur. It started out as a little dinosaur. And then these are my little 2 crocodiles, and they're my little Deserto dolls with cute little sprinkles on top. And then I made a rainbow octopus because it's me, I love rainbows. And these three are actually going to come back and be something extra. So keep an eye out because they'll be back. Which is your favourite? Bye guys. Hey guys, so here's all of our cute little squishies that we made. We've got Dylan the dragon that Tim made, and then we've got my 4 which are all dessert themed. We've got my choc chiposaur which was a dinosaur, and then we've got my 2 crocodile squishies which are called Deserto dolls because they've got little sprinkles on top and little chocolate and strawberry dripping down them. And then my little rainbow octopus, and those 3 will be coming back later on, so make sure you keep an eye out. Tell us which is your favourite. Bye guys. Don't forget these because they will be coming back in the future. Here's a sneak peek at what I'm going to do with them. Can you guess what I'm going to do? And here's Tim's dragon spinning around, and my choc chiposaur, the first squishy I made, and the pink Deserto dolls, and the other one, the chocolate Deserto doll, and my rainbow octopus that will be back again soon. And here they are all together, a cute little dessert family. Thanks for watching. Come back next week to see something amazing get made. I have been waiting for so long and I finally get to show you all. Bye guys.
Wave to subscribers. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Michelle Surge, and you can follow me on all my different social medias, Instagram and TikTok, which is Cookie Mish Surge, eBay, Etsy and Facebook, where you can buy all of my artist and music merch, Shine Like a Star Mish. Thanks for watching. Come back next week for another video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to Michelle Surge. Bye guys.